And good morning. We're off to the races. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie.
Oh, I guess RW is going to call us bookends again because we both got blue on.
I didn't even realize that. He's
I hope
one to be taught. I was trying to get RW a date the other day.
Can't find anybody that's seeing impaired.
I found one. She said that she needed a picture of him, and he wouldn't hold still when I saw him last.
It's because he's shaking so much.
Afraid of the day to cost him.
I had to bring my own to-go bag to eat, and then I found out I should have sent you a picture.
What's that?
I'm going to still send you a picture of what he was serving for a hot dog.
What did he do with the hot dogs?
Well, he was giving them away to his customers, and I'm going to show you. This is what he was giving away. You can't really see it.
What is that? What's it say?
They're Oscar Mayer gummy hot dogs.
Gummy hot dogs?
Gummy hot dogs.
What's a gummy hot dog?
Well, it's just a candy, but they were cheap.
He's coming after you.
He already has. That was a get back. He stays on me like white on rice.
I bring this up because I was not aware of this. I adored this couple. We watched her as she announced that she had cancer. Yeah. They videoed everything about this and done stories for their daughter. When her daughter grew up, she would know her. Joey and Rory Feek. And let me show you a picture. This is from Facebook when they were together. This is, her name was Joey, and he is Rory. I had no idea that he had remarried. Did you?
No, not till this morning.
And here's the new wife right here. I don't know when that happened that he remarried. She is the school teacher of his little girl that his wife had before she passed away. And the little girl is autistic, from the best I can understand. Now, there is some controversy going on now.
Uh-oh.
His adult daughters are saying his new wife teaches, and I learned a new word as I done this. His adult daughters are saying that he's got her enrolled in a school that is almost like a cult, and they don't agree with it. That's not the right story there. Have you ever heard Feek, who married in July this year, married his daughter's school teacher? He's been raising his youngest daughter, Indiana, in a. You ever heard of it? What do you call that? Adrian? Christian. Agrarian Christian community tied to homestead heritage, which has come under fire at least once for one of his members for child sex abuse. And the adult daughters are saying their father should not have that little girl there. Now, again, I don't know enough about that group. I'm not accusing anyone of anything.
And if she's having to deal with autism, all right, somebody says possibly Down syndrome.
That may be what she has.
Okay, now think about how open that's going to make that child. If this place
and
it has been known for child.
And it could be that there's several locations, and this location's not involved in the stink. But the adult daughters have raised concern over that particular thing. There's some controversy going there. He's always been such a well-spoken fella, very likable. Rory, so we'll see where that goes. But I thought everybody might want to know. You know, he does concerts at his house. Him and Joey had built a place at their home where people, when she started getting sick, come and watch them perform so she wouldn't have to be on the road. I think he's a good guy. You remember the song Blake Shelton had, Some Beach?
Yeah.
He wrote that.
Okay.
And he's written just tons of songs. He's a very talented fella.
And Indiana is 9 years old now. So.
Golly, it doesn't seem that. But his wife, she was just a beautiful woman. And such a bad way to go. But we thought you might want that update of what's going on. And again, there may not be anything to this. Sometimes people jump the gun on subjects, so to speak.
Yeah, that would have made her one when her mama died.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Boy, I was singing John Anderson about 4 o'clock this morning. Chicken truck, chicken truck, chicken truck is broke down. This happened over in Newton County. If you were near Highway 492 and Conahatta Road, the chicken truck broke down.
The chicken truck broke down, and them suckers need some air while they in the back of them trucks in those cages.
And I had several people call me that passed by it that said, hey, it's in a curve. He's doing his best to direct, and they had called the police, and they were en route. Hopefully that's all cleared up now as daylight is breaking, then that's going to be towed away where it can be fixed and not hurt anybody.
Yeah, that's one of those you just better hook up and go.
Yeah. Did you hear me say this guy had passed away a while ago? From TJ Hooker?
Yeah.
Let me show his picture. This is the dude right here from TJ Hooker, and that comes from our friends there at Daily Mail.
Lucky fellow.
Sure was. You got to be right there beside him.
Yeah.
Man, what a show that was. But he was a singer and done several things in his career, but has passed away at the age of 88. It's because in my head, 1986 was, just a few years ago.
It ain't been long.
And all those actors now that were in their 40s and 50s then are... Yeah, oh boy.
I saw a post that said, if you just turned 50, if you want to really feel old, go back to the movies, the shows that we watched growing up, like Fred Sanford. He was like 49.
And he looked 70 then.
Yeah. And then you had Archie Bunker was 48.
You're kidding.
No.
Fully
I'll have to
gray-headed?
go back and try and pull this up, but I was going, that's... Now, talking about getting older. So, if you are class of West Lauderdale, 1989, there's talk about getting a reunion going for this year. 1989 West Lauderdale graduates reunion for this year. If you are a class of 89, send me a message, and we're going to try and get something going.
Hold the presses. Let me make an announcement. The last
So
one
we're going back to 86?
No. The last class reunion I went to, and let's just go ahead and put this out there. A warning. There was like 2 divorces after that happened of people hooking up that they hadn't seen in years. So just keep it simple. Don't be hooking up with somebody you used to date.
Yeah.
That happened.
Well, I didn't date anybody from our school. I dated from other schools.
But you're open to anything, right? You could get hit on, Odie. I'm just warning you. Somebody may come after you.
I mean, yeah.
You're a man's man.
But
Amy's going to have to put you in a corner and say, don't get near my husband.
I got me a good one.
But it is shockingly, and into the once you reach 50, it's hard to believe that could even happen. But it does. So we're just putting a little, y'all will be thinking things. Go to your class reunion, shake hands, and let that be it.
Yeah, and
that happened
be good.
I've had one class reunion since I graduated, and it was the 10-year anniversary, and the same thing happened at that one. It did.
Did you go to West Lauderdale? Well, yeah, I went to West Lauderdale. All the way up from grade 1 to 12.
I went to Northeast Lauderdale High School many moons ago. Many.
Look at there. Terry says, I'm class of 89, but Meridian High.
Well, there you are. We'll be right back. We got a lot to talk about this morning. We'll tell you what happened over the Labor Day weekend. That's next here with Scotty Ray and Odie.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Wouldn't say that about Lord No Bar.
Yeah, now, Greg was a graduate of Clarkdale. Clarkdale was that school where they let people lay under Coke machines.
I didn't say this, is all I got to say.
If you're trying to get a free Coke and it lands on top of you and your classmates leave you lying, I'm just saying that was Clarkdale. We wouldn't have done anything like that at West Lauderdale.
For those of you who don't know the inside joke, Odie has just opened up a can.
Y'all have to get Greg
He will probably
to explain that. We're not going to go any farther.
You might get pulled over later, Odie. Jessica says she graduated high school in Pascagoula in 1999. That was the year Prince done that song.
Oh, yeah.
Party Like It's 1999.
Party Like It's 99.
That's been 24 years ago.
Pat Jordan married a man that dated in high school.
After 30 years.
After 30 years, been married 14. Well, me and
Congratulations.
Amy, we dated as soon as I got back from the Navy. And then we were split apart for 27 years. We both went our own ways and our own families. And 27 years later, we get back together. So,
in 1971, Meridian High School, Union graduate there.
Union.
Helen Joe, how are you this morning there? Oh, let's see here. Somebody, my mama taught somebody. Odie, you went to.
Oh, Sandra wants. Sandra, you may know about that that incident with the with the Coke machine.
Tony says they're having their 1985 class reunion. Odie is really digging himself a hole, y'all.
Oh man, I tell you what.
Bob McNeese.
Coke machine team builder. That's Bob. I talked to him the other day. Good morning, Bob.
Hope y'all are doing well. We did, as we start looking at some of the headlines that happened overnight, we had a stabbing in Meridian overnight. Anybody aware of this? As we pull up the headlines this morning, here's where it happened. It would be in the 1600 block of 13th Avenue. Metro transported the patient to a local hospital for medical care. We have no other information on this other than that. We do hope that the Meridian Police Department will share the who's and the whys of this went on. But at this point, we just know where it happened and it did occur. So we'll be seeking more information on this as daylight burns today. Hopefully we can do a follow-up story on this. Can't guarantee it. I have to have the information given to me. I just give you what we can find out on our own from time to time.
Ooh, my beautiful granddaughter Violet's watching, who is in 4th grade at West Lauderdale Elementary.
Well, there you are. We, as I show this picture, boy, it was everywhere we saw police like this over the weekend. They had someone pulled over in the parking lot here, but you saw it on state highways. We saw it in little towns. They were everywhere as they kept people off the streets. It didn't need to be behind the wheel. Not saying that's what was going on there, but it was a lot of pullovers. And let me see your driver's license, please. Did you go through any checkpoints?
I didn't.
I missed them all too.
You know, so they have to push out and advertise that they're having a roadblock.
So you went somewhere else?
Well, no, I'm just, and people complain, and I understand, I get it. But the law says they shall, and that word shall is a very strong word. But they can have little safety checkpoints that they don't need to push out the public. All they need is the sheriff's blessings to do that. Not saying that they did that this weekend or not, but just because they push out one location does not mean that they can't be at another one.
There you go.
It's just a DUI checkpoint Has to be.
There's always question of that when we post that, and it's by law that has to be done.
Yeah.
Some lawyer found a loophole many years ago, and that's what that's about. So you have to put that there so it's legal now. And we don't want anybody upset we're giving away police business. I get accused of that a lot. The sheriff's department does too, but it's just a part of life that we've had to deal with, and that's why. We got class of 1968 Meridian High School checking in. Judy Cook.
71, Edward, Germany with Union. Look at there.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of these there.
Yeah.
Dalewood checking in this morning.
77 from Beulah Hubbard, Steve.
I have not heard
I hadn't either.
Beulah Hubbard brought up in forever.
We used to play them in baseball, Pee Wee, and Little League.
Well,
Man.
as we go to, there were a few accidents that did happen over the weekend. And let's go to Highway 495 and King Road. I'm going to show you video, and then we'll also show you some pictures, some still pictures of this. Motorcycles. Let's talk about, and I teased about this being brought to you by Wilson Saw. It was the folks that own Wilson Saw, their son, that was hit on the motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
And there is no way a motorcycle can stop. And accidents are accidents, but be cautious of motorcycles as we go here. Here's where it is as we hit play. There's the motorcycle. They've already picked it up. This was the intersection. You'll see Stanley there.
There's Chief. Chief Stanley Lucky.
Now, let's look at some still pictures of what went on. As I said, he was fortunate. This was minor compared to what could have happened here. As we see everybody at the intersection. Boy, the deputy's on it. Roadway blocked. Highway Patrol ambulance on board there with us. He got minor scratches, believe it or not, down his side and his arm.
Wow.
Motorcycle hit the ground when he struck the car and the motorcycle went down, and Odie, he slid down that pavement. And fortunately, we can say that this was minor. This could have been something so much different. Now, as I told him, I would hate to be you when you go home and take a shower in a minute, because that's not going to feel good. That will make you go ow, ow, and ow for quite a few days. But
So, my stepson Nolan, he did that.
Whew.
And we were down south, and he said, "Can you come in here and help me?" So I'm sitting here trying to clean the road rash up, and he was just, oh, and it was, I know it was hurting. I said, "Just grit your teeth, here we go."
Odie, I couldn't do it.
Oh, man.
And it makes you understand why there's a lot of leather on hot days worn, because it will help you in that. But fortunately, we can tell you that and sit here and say it was minor, instead of telling you a different story on that. We're proud that it was.
Motorcycles, you've got to stop and look. You've got to stop and really look at what's coming.
Well, they were traveling down the road in a car, and this one come out across, and then
Yeah.
and I've been up on many motorcycle wrecks since I've been doing this, and this is a rarity. Something turns out this good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because you like if a car, if you hit it just right, you will go airborne.
You will. You'll go over the top of that car
and go sailing. And fortunately, it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more headlines coming up. More of these classes out there. Class of 62 at Union. Boy, we got a lot of Union viewers this morning.
We had a 58 at Center Hill.
There's what class?
54. Only had one reunion, Miss Winnie. Well, see, we've had 2 or 3, and I haven't made it to a single one yet. So that's
you do
why
one.
I'd like to go to this one, and classmate, I saw her and we talked about it, and then she sent me a text saying somebody else wants to do one, and I said, well, I will help, because I know it's a lot of work.
Oh, it is. It is.
Somebody to do, and I said, well, if I'm wanting it, I'll help you.
Tracking down people would be a toughie there.
Yeah.
So you have to start a class of
Well,
whatever.
we do have a
Facebook page?
Facebook page.
Good.
So that'd be easier to do, I hope.
All righty there. We'll be right back. We'll talk about more class reunions.
We got a bunch of them.
When y'all graduated, we'll be right back.
CF Moto has arrived at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North, or give us a call at 601-485-8700.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Yep, didn't hit that button fast enough.
It's us again.
Winnie brought up the class of 1954. I had, and fill me in on this one, 1958 Dixie High School?
Yeah, Dixie Highway's over there off of Russell.
Okay. Southeast class of 1985, Tony comes in. West Lauderdale class of 79 is having a reunion October the 12th, if you remember that class.
Yeah.
Class of 90, Meridian High School, Derek. Southeast, 1965 with Wesley there. Who else we got here?
Hickory. Sandra was 84, class 84, Hickory.
Ooh, we got a
76 in Meridian High. Lane Hutton says, good morning.
Jerry is going to be attending that West Lauderdale class of 79. Webster High School, Webster City, Iowa.
Right, I hear you. He's up there now, said it's 51 degrees.
Brr.
Wow.
75. Been to the 10th, 20th, and 40th reunion so far. Looking forward to the 50th, Beverly says. Well, look at this. Polk, Louisiana. Got my GED in the Army. Hey, Wayne.
1969.
Oh, there's a 1970. 55th reunion.
55th.
Wow.
Man.
Meridian High School, 86. This is just unreal. Southeast.
Southeast of 92. Clarkston of 84. Clarkston High.
Graduated 82 West Lauderdale, Dixie High. Toomsuba.
Okay. Oh, Toomsuba.
We've got West Lauderdale class of 76, 71,
Wow,
Sumter Academy.
Sumter Academy.
I hadn't heard Sumter Academy mentioned in quite some time.
Sharon in Southeast of 66. Reuben 74. Barry Branning, class of 81. West Lauderdale Knights.
Georgia. Carl.
Georgia, so he was in Clarkston. So,
okay.
Yeah, Georgia.
Susan, you're coming in at a baby there at 98.
Yeah.
You've only been out, 26?
Clarksdale. Wesley says 68, 69, Vietnam. Thank you for your service, sir.
There you are. 73 and why not? I need to say a big thank you from the bottom of our heart. And there's two people that you have to thank on this. Number one, Jesus Christ, the good Lord above,
Amen,
has provided every bit of this. The second thing is you who is watching from home now that follow our page. I want you to look at this. 100,000 people now follow us each and every day. 100,000 of you.
And every week there's between
we have
2.8, 3.2 million viewers that watch and look at the Facebook page and keep up with what's going on. 2.8 to 3.2 million people.
It's a bunch of y'all.
Every single state in the country. And we hadn't checked in a while, but it was up to like 38 countries.
It's a lot of y'all out there
that follow us
and
or follow you. I'm just part of
you. Part of the big
1
show
hour
here.
morning here.
But truthfully, none of this is possible, and you have to give thanks where it is due, and that's Jesus Christ who has provided this entire plan, the basics for what we do. We just do what He tells us every day, and we can't thank you for being a part of this with us. I mean, that comes from my heart of thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, we need to talk about something that's big in the state of Mississippi, and it does involve Enterprise
it's
Mississippi.
Big, all right. Yeah, boy.
And let me tell you this. I will never, ever want to jump in the Yazoo River or Mississippi River ever.
They're down here in Okeechobee, so who cares?
Look at this, Odie. 800 pounds, 14 foot long. It was 801. I have to look back at this here in a sec. Look at this thing. Look at the head of this.
Yeah.
Gator season is open in the great state of Mississippi, and that is what is swimming below the surface if you didn't know. We say congratulations to Connie Flanagan and Brandy Robinson. They're from Enterprise. They were a part of this group that was on the Yazoo River that caught this. Megan Sasser, she was the tag holder of Terry, and then Marty and Lauren Sasser from Terry, and also from Pelahatchie, Justin Petaway. Was a part of this team that brought this in. It took him an hour to get him on the boat. And I would think that after an hour, he'd be angry. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, he was hangry, all right.
Look at this, Odie. Let me show the picture one more time. Just look how big that thing is.
That's a dinosaur. That's a modern-day dinosaur right there.
Now, it just missed breaking the state record. The state record's 14.3 feet long. This one was 14. And the poundage was within 2 to 3 pounds of each other of what the state record was.
You know, a couple of years ago, right over here at Okeechobee had some that was, I don't know if it broke the record for like a day or two, or if it was like this one here, just real close to it. But some huge ones there on this upper end.
I don't, and maybe you know more about gators than I do, and I know there's a lot of game wardens that watch, but how do you determine the age of a gator? I would be curious as to how old that thing was.
I'd like to.
Do you count teeth?
I don't know.
Like you do in deer? How do you do
unless
that?
he's got his leather wallet with him.
He could have identification on him.
You know why they're always ornery?
Why is that?
Because they got all them teefies and no toothbrushes, what my mama said.
Mama's wrong.
Mama's wrong again, boy.
And you're supposed to go, I don't care who you are. It was funny.
Oh, man, yeah.
But wow, oh, wow. Congratulations to this team. And the Gator season is still going on. Will the state record be broken? It was close. So we say salute to Enterprise, Mississippi, as they get involved in a big deal there.
There's no telling what they're going to do. I tell you what they can do with that gator, and that's eat it. That's some good grub right there.
I tried it, and they told me it tastes like chicken, and it was just kind of bland to me. Maybe it was the way it was cooked.
Yeah. Now, they make gator. It's a gator oil, and it's kind of like old emu oil. And I've used it. I've still got some at the house. But it's a gator oil, and you put it on scratches, and I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
Okay, Andrew's trying to change it. He says chicken tastes like gator. Robin says that it is delicious.
It is wonderful.
I had it at one of the county. I want to say I got it at the Choctaw Indian Fair.
It might have been chicken they just sold as gator. You never know.
Yeah, depends on what you're doing. But gator, wow. Y'all be careful where you swim. You don't know what's below.
Especially
Yes,
if you're
sir.
going to make some boots out of them. Now, I don't like frog legs, and I've tried them. I hadn't.
Yeah, it ain't for me. That ribbit, no. Can't do it.
It bounced every now and then. And it was just a foot.
It's like I remember the first time I saw a hog, and they were cleaning it, and the foot jumped. And I was like, I want to go home. I was like 5. Have you ever seen that, Odie? It has that, I guess that movement still in it.
The ligament still.
That foot went everywhere, and I thought it's time to go home and see my mama.
Arnold said, what about some Cajun turtle soup?
I ain't into turtle either. Let's just be. I kind of like cow. Beef. The beef people. I am not an exquisite taster. I'm plain. I'm Jane, butter beans, and peas, and some steak and chicken, and I'm happy. We'll be right back. We got some This Day in History to go. We'll learn something together.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
You know, it really is hard to beat that comment there of fried chicken. Man, that's what
Butter
made the
beans,
South
cornbread.
famous. Fried
Yes,
chicken
it
is just, whew, that's why we have so many of those different Kentucky Frieds, Churches, and then we have, Popeyes.
Church's chicken. Oh, I like the batter.
Church's chicken. Is that still a national chain or is it just here in Meridian? It's
It's national.
It's been in that same location for forever.
They got good corn.
As
I like
he said,
good corn on the cob.
as he said to me that day, I ain't gonna lie. I saw that leg, and I had to reach down, Miss Scotty Ray. It was
good.
that piece of chicken caused the wreck. As we go back in history, let's go back to 1777. Upon this date was the first time she would be carried into battle. Oh, we're talking about an old girl named Old Gloria. She went into battle for the first time in the Revolutionary War in Delaware. Now, let's just be honest.
Coochie Bridge.
Think about this. You are the target of everyone when you carry that flag. Think about that. They want that banner to go down. Whoever is given that task, and usually they can't fight. They're too busy holding that, walking it, marching it into battle.
Yeah.
Takes a brave fella to do that.
Oh, say can you see.
Oof.
And the bad thing is we're going to be took down from the inside.
I think everybody is catching on to that. It's kind of like
boy.
Rome. There's a lot of similarities there, isn't it?
Yeah.
1925, this old boy came out. He had a lot of songs. Anybody remember a guy named Hank Thompson? He was born in 25 on this day. Welcome to the wild side of life. He had a bunch of songs and a 6-pack to go. Anybody remember
God made honky tonk angels.
Old Kitty Wells, she answered him there. This woman there, she was in other things, but I remember her from Private Benjamin was the show.
Goldie Hawn.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I think you pronounce that Elaine was her name. Is that how you pronounce it? Eileen? Eileen?
Yeah.
To Eileen, I Love You, London, 1944. There's a few of you who knew what I just referenced there. But she was born on this day back in 32. Private Benjamin. As we go back, this guy, I have seen the morning as... what's the name of that song? What's his name wrote it? Tom Paul Glazier. The Glazier. Tom Paul was born on this day there. I have seen the morning. What's his name wrote it? Chris Christopherson wrote it. One of the biggest.
It's got to be good, Dan.
Yeah, it'll hit me just here in a minute. I thought it would be listed there, but it is not listed on there of the songs. It was there the most say. He did Put Another Log on the Fire and then come and tell me why you're leaving me. Wash my car and do some other things. Anyway, let's see what else happened today on this day. Search for Tomorrow. Anybody remember that? It was 1951 that it debuted on CBS. I forget the year that it was canceled, but it was one of those big sitcoms.
I can't believe that some of those are still on in daytime shows.
You remember The Edge of Night?
Yeah. Edge of Night.
And then they still ain't got rid of Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless, The Guiding Light, General Hospital.
That's still out there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
The Stories, as people used to refer to them as. America's Playboy was born on this day in 65.
Oh, boy.
Charlie Sheen, of course, he's an actor among actors who's done a little bit of everything from 2.5 Men to Young Guns. Great movies there.
And he was good in that.
He was. as we go back.
Oh, boy.
1974. Anybody remember Ronnie Millsap? Please don't tell me how the story ends. It went number 1 on this date back in 74. He was really, really good. A talented fella there.
Yes, he was.
I want to say his wife has passed away. His son has passed away. And Ronnie is still hanging on. We do think a lot of him. It was 1975 that this old boy went into the studio to record this, and there's not a person that hadn't thought it or joked about it. But don't the girls get prettier at closing time? He wanted a 10. I might wake up with a number 1.
Yeah, go to bed at 2 with a 10 and wake up at 10 with a 2.
There you go. Mickey Gilley. Mickey Gilley was the nightclub of the year forever back in the 1980s.
The Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh.
Is that still on? I don't know.
I don't know, but I remember that.
Yeah.
1983. This was one of those that today that I still listen to 2-3 times a week. You'll always be a fire I can't put out. September the 3rd of 1983, it went number 1.
Oh, George.
Can you believe that was 83, though?
And he's had 50 number 1.
Oh, it's way past 50 now.
That was just in 83, huh?
That was in the 2000s. It's way past 50 now. George just keeps getting better and better as time goes. But that was his 3rd year of being a recording artist, and it all started with, I'm down to my last dollar, and my friends don't really care. Unwound.
We saw him. He went to Willie Nelson's 90th birthday he just had not too long ago, and me and Amy watched his birthday party, and George came out and sang with him. That was pretty cool.
Now, Odie, I normally don't bring up producers because people have no idea who they are, but this is a rarity and a special person that I think needs to be remembered because they brought us, he brought us so many movies that were memorable. Mr. Smith goes to Hollywood, and of course the classic.
To Washington.
Yeah, goes to what did I say?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Yeah, he went to Hollywood, and of course It's a Wonderful Life. Frank Capra. Y'all remember that name? And back in the day, they would put the producer's name, Frank Capra Presents. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
But that man's thoughts and then teaming up with Jimmy Stewart would make him a legend. And so it happened there. And if you've never seen Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, you should see it. And it really reminds you of politics now. A small town Southern guy that gets elected. He means well. He goes to Washington, and his counterpart that is there is crooked. And in order to keep him down, they make up lies about him and spread them all about it. And he goes to him and he goes, how could you do this? The people voted for you, the American people. And if it doesn't make you patriotic feeling of being American and doing the right thing, something's wrong. Mr. Smith.
Ought to be played in every civics class.
It should be. Gosh, it's a touching thing. And it shows you just how dirty politics was in the 30s and 40s as it is now. So something to think on there, some food for thought there. 1986, we've all seen this album cover. Randy Travis would go back before his incident to take a picture there. Anybody remember the album cover to Storms of Life? It went number 1 in 1986, and I added this picture here. Look at this. This is Randy back at that same location. The store's fallen in and, well, rotten.
That's terrible.
Oh, Randy. Man, he was good. He done several things on this. It was 1994. Anybody remember Whisper My Name?
Whisper My Name.
I heard a freight train out across the way. And the way he just delivers it.
He had a voice.
Randy Travis. He was a dishwasher, if y'all remember, at the something Palace that was directly across from the big hotel where Opryland was, Opryland Hotel. There's a place directly across it that has music, and he washed dishes there until he was discovered. Randy Travis.
Bob said, do they even still have civics? I don't know.
It's doubtful.
I'm a 50-50. It doesn't surprise me if they don't. I'll put it that way. Wow.
We had an old boy that thought he was going to fly around the world solo. Didn't quite work out so well. Do y'all remember this? Steve Fawcett?
Yeah.
Died at 63. He was an entrepreneur. He disappeared while flying.
And a balloon.
Oh, this guy. Man, you want to talk about an actor? Anybody remember watching, it was Armageddon with Bruce Willis?
Yep. He was in it.
And then the movie here that just really made him, John Coffey. Spell like the
Green
coffee.
Mile. Yeah. That was a good. He didn't need help looking big, but they had him walking on a plank, to give him a little height. But that's a big old dude anyway.
Do you remember this movie here, Matthew?
Yeah, he was
Perry?
He was Kingpin or something like that, wasn't it?
Well, it had Bruce Willis in it also, to where he was the mafia guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. And it had the ex-wife. It was funny.
I want to say it was Kingpin.
I'd have to go back and look it up. It's been many years.
But he's well rounded. He can play serious to comedy to he's just a good actor.
And I agree, Wesley. Bruce Willis was great in that movie, The Last Boy Scout.
Yeah, and Wayman.
Whatever. He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
The Wayman Brothers guy.
Wayman Brothers, that's it. No civics, no home economics.
There it is right there. Austin
the whole 9 yards, okay.
He outsmarted us all the whole 9. That is a great movie if y'all want to see one. He's a dentist.
I remember that, and I don't know why I was stuck. He played in the Kingpin too, but the whole 9 yards. That's right, Austin.
Man, I laughed and giggled all the way through that. It made my day. Every now and then you need just a real good feel-good movie, and that was one of them. Scotty Ray and Odie, we got a lot more to talk about what's going on in the community. Don't go anywhere. We're going to share a few of those thoughts with you next.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie as we move along on a Tuesday morning, the day after Labor Day. A short day for a lot of people, a short week rather.
Short week.
Get that wording right there. Something that is coming up we want you to be a part of in Decatur. This will be happening as Todd Tillman will come, and this is to benefit and help a Lauderdale County deputy. He's been a deputy in Newton County. They're putting on a show to benefit Dan Boyd's wife, Tiffany. She has been diagnosed with cancer. They are in Florida getting treatment. They've got to be there for 8 to 10 weeks. So everybody's gotten together, Odie, to put on this show to benefit them, to help with the expenses of all that goes on with this fight against cancer. If you can attend the show, please do. Again, it's going to be at 6 p.m. at the Decatur campus there of East Central Community College.
This is a guy who woke up every day and put on his uniform to put his life on the line to help protect each and every one of us. And now he's asking if we'll come together and help him with his family. A great cause, great guy, great family. So hope you can go out and take part of this and help him. He is a wonderful guy.
Absolutely. Tickets are $20, and again, they go directly to help the family in their time of need of paying for all these expenses that come out of nowhere. Staying in, just eating. Y'all think about that. Just eating out for 8 weeks away from home. And he's got to be there with his wife, and we all know that. And it's a tough time there. Saturday morning, I didn't get a chance to show this yesterday. Saturday morning, I had a chance. This was the first time I had stepped on the football field since I graduated in 1987. For whatever reason, I've not been back. And I went to Northeast. They were having a little game there for the kids. And here's a few of the pictures from that. As we go across here, they were, oh, isn't she just cute? They were out playing football and all. And here's what's interesting. Let me show you this. These girls, let me tell you, let me blow this up here and play this. Let me slide this back over here, Odie, and blow this up.
Looked like one of them Coleman boys that was on there.
Here's the cheerleaders.
Starting them young.
And I do appreciate them saying my name. That was just so sweet when I walked up that they'd done that. Just sweethearts. I can't thank them enough for inviting me to come out and be a part of their Saturday morning there. So we did enjoy that. Over the weekend, make no bones about this, this happens nearly nightly. I just don't always get the information. But car burglaries continue at our local hotels. Constantly, someone from out of town stops in our town to spend the night, and they wake up to a broken-in car. We need a lot more security at these hotels because eventually word will travel down the interstates of I-20. Don't stop in Meridian because your car will be broken into. We've got to have law and order in these places.
My stepson worked for a company that came in and did some repairs on a particular restaurant. And while they were here for a few days, they had a truck broke into. Bunch of tools was stole. There was a guy on a bicycle pulling a wagon that had the tools on it, and he got away. So instead of coming up here 2 days, he doesn't work for them anymore. But now that company comes up here, does the work, and they drive 3 hours home, get up early and drive 3 hours back because they
don't want to stay.
They don't want to take a chance of losing any more tools. Man,
that's tough.
it's terrible.
Maybe a trap car is the way to do that, but it's nightly. And again, they rob banks with bicycles here now. That is the mode of transportation that criminals have chosen. I wouldn't have thought that a bicycle would be fast enough, but apparently they are. You can, I guess, go in between buildings where a car can't chase you, but I'm not going to try it. Absolutely not. But
I get wore out pedaling a bicycle.
Thinking about it wore me out. We go to Clarke County. We've got a new guest that is visiting the Marriott Hotel down there. As we see that this man has been arrested for domestic. Deputies arrested Derek Williams, aggravated domestic violence. His bond was set at $5,000. I think we got a lot of folks that go there, get to visit, spend a little time.
Yeah.
Another incident we had over the weekend, I didn't get a chance to show. We had an accident here. This was down on 20th Street. The Meridian Police Department was all involved. City truck was involved with it. It was a 3-car collision. As we look at it, as they directed traffic, one car stopped, and it was a bottleneck. No way for everybody to stop, and that happens daily with little fender benders, and that's what that was a fender bender of what was going on there.
No, David, they don't know who it was. They just know that he was on a bicycle hauling with a wagon hooked to his bicycle, like a trailer. Look.
And, again, this is it's a pretty common thing.
Yeah, no, he was not happy.
I imagine not. But those things do happen there. We did get mention of Clarke County, of an investigation that's going on. Shots were fired on County Road 260 as we go to our friends at Clarke County Hot Topics, telling us about this, what went on over the weekend. No arrests have been made to my knowledge at this point. I should have asked this morning. I spoke to the sheriff this morning before daylight, and I forgot to ask. He was moving. Well, I sure feel for Mallory there. She let that man run out of coffee. So y'all be careful. The sheriff has not had real coffee this morning.
That ghost is going to be in there making coffee.
I talked to him about that Saturday night
we still need to come out there and do some. We need to take Doc with us.
He was real adamant about not wanting us there.
Yeah, he don't want to know how many he's got.
Well, he was under the presumption that if you talk to the ghost, it could stir him up and they would start bothering him. And he says, my ghosts are fine, leave them alone. He don't want them sitting with him in the parlor.
They already in there.
And again, he's we're poking fun about the sheriff of Clarke County. His home is it was built in 1850. And I said,
it was the White House of the United States.
Yeah, the Confederacy stayed there during the siege as they came through.
I think it was a Union. I think Grant stayed there, didn't he?
That I'm unsure of.
I have to make sure. Yeah,
I have to ask him on that. But can you imagine just how many people have passed away there? I tried to point that out to him, and he didn't want to hear about it.
They still living there with you. That's what happened to all your coffee.
But he's right. I wouldn't speed in between Enterprise and Quitman today. The man ain't had coffee, and we don't want him in a bad mood. And if you work in the sheriff's office, meet him at the door with a cup of coffee. Man had to substitute and take hot chocolate this morning. Now, I ain't blaming him.
There ain't no substitution there. That didn't help him none.
Can you imagine running out how grumpy I would be?
Maybe Sherman. LaWanda might
I'll have
right
to ask
there.
on that.
Yeah.
Sherman
as long
did,
as it ain't his ghost, we all right.
Sherman, nobody liked him.
No.
Not one bit there. We'll be right back.
Bow ties.
Yeah, Mr. Bowtie. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're building, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit ParisRents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
We'll have a picture in a moment of a rare sighting, and I'm going to let you.
It's a brown booby. It's a bird that very, very, very rare is in the United States. So much so that it basically they have not put a location of him in the United States anywhere on the map from this big bird group. But anyway, someone has sent us a picture.
Dalewood's where it's
from
at.
Dalewood that's got a brown booby there, which is a very rare in the United States, but unheard of to be here in Mississippi.
Said that the folks at Dalewood have nicknamed him Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown is on the scene at Dalewood. We'll share a picture with him here in a minute.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It looks like a new highway has been named in honor of a Mississippian. Jimmy Buffett gets a highway named after him in Florida this week. Congratulations on that. His sister Lucy was there to accept the honor there. They have released the names of the 7 people that were killed in the accident that happened near Vicksburg as that bus was traveling through, as we talked about yesterday. And the ages range from 61, 32, 31. An 8-year-old child was killed in this. A 16-year-old, a 63, and another 16-year-old passed away in this as that tire blew out and overturned. And 37 people were injured, and in the end, 7 people lost their lives. Condolences to all those family members of what went on there. Might be time again to go by.
Yeah, I think it will.
Go on, get your lottery ticket. $681 million is what it's up to.
Yeah, boy.
It's worth a chance at $20 to win that. To say it would be a life changer financially is an understatement.
So 681 million. You'll probably walk away if you took the cash.
3?
I'd say 2.5.
Something like that. They take a large portion.
I don't
of
care.
Yeah. You got enough to spread it around.
You give me, all right, the cash option is 336. So then
taxes out of that.
Taxes and all that, maybe 2.
Yeah.
200 million. I don't know. I might have to keep working if all I got was 200 million.
Yeah, how could you get by on that?
I mean, just imagine.
Odie'd have more chainsaws and stuff you'd ever seen.
Oh, they'd be electric.
Oh, we've got a Mississippi man that got arrested in Texas, and his charge is human smuggling.
Oh.
Chris, how do you pronounce this? Ovalares tells us all about this. Had 17 people hid in the truck. Woof, 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 woof. Can't be doing that. So an arrest has been made with this. The driver his name has not been released yet. They're going to release that information probably today, and charges made against him. What you laughing about?
I'm laughing at Bob.
What's Bob done?
So he could have named the bird Janet Jackson.
I am not commenting on that. Not one word on that. We'll just move right along to something else here, Odie. I'm bound to find something else we can talk about there for a moment.
Super Bowl that was. I have to go back and watch that again.
Lowndes County Jail, we've got several people that were taken to the hospital. A fire broke out.
Ooh.
Inmates were injured. We are guessing that we don't know how the fire started. We'll leave it at that. They're investigating this. It was set by an inmate. Whoa.
Happens all the time.
Wanting to get out early or get a break.
Yeah, they're just starting stuff.
You'll get extra charges for that, won't you?
Oh yeah, but they do it anyway. They don't care.
Yeah, that's what we got there. Let's see a couple of more things that have gone on in the community. Glancing around here, College, Wisconsin. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
She was a gymnast.
Wow.
She was shot and killed outside of a dormitory in Wisconsin. And you think, oh, it was random. As you dig deeper into it, she did know who did it. They don't know why they did it, but she did know the person. Again, you send your kids off to college. This is the last thing you expect. Hopefully, more details on this will come out of this before long. Yeah. It's often. I don't have a lot of people set up cameras in their home in case, in their living room. And it was a living room that captured of somebody that lost control of the car. And they're in their living room and they're petting their dog, and a car goes right through their living room, hits the dog, and the dogs are okay somehow or another.
Okay.
Everybody made it out of that, but the video to it's just unreal. I'm not going to play the video because I don't know who it belongs to at this point, but I did watch it. And you have to watch all those rights when it comes to that.
Well, that's kind of like we were sitting there talking the other day. You and Rob's on scene to that big raid off of 64. He's thinking, whoop, Scotty Ray's gone live, and pull it up, and they sitting there going, whoo, that's my house.
That happens.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, we've got more of the way. Let's do some birthdays, Odie. Who's got one today?
We've got a few birthdays today. Amanda Heiser, 34 years young. Karen Elmore, 47.
Go, Karen.
Look at that.
That girl can sing some kind of pretty.
Sing, boy.
Talent, and more talent.
Her and John both.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them's got it. Penny Singley Cross. I'm not going to say how old you are. Another one of them enterprising.
You want me to guess? Okay.
My buddy Ronnie Etheridge is having a birthday. Frank Fawcett, 64. Diane Nelson, 64. Amari Sanders had his 13th birthday Sunday. 13. Whew. Now his responsibilities just got a little bit more intense than what they were when he was 12 and younger. And
true.
Deborah Switzer, 70 years young today. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Aaron Ballard had his birthday yesterday.
All right.
So, hey, we missed that one.
I'm not sure if everybody's aware of this as we look at the Hamas attack of those that were taken hostage. An American is a part of that. He was 23 years young. He was found deceased. In other words, they you know what they done.
Yeah.
Hamas. He was among those that were found. Breaks my heart. Odie, have you got a Bible verse for us to end today's show?
We do. We're going to go to Philippians 1, starting at 9. And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment, that ye may approve things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense till the day of Christ. We're not always going to see eye to eye, but it doesn't mean that the other person's wrong, whether you believe the same as me or you don't. We're still brothers and sisters in Christ, and we should forgive one another and allow each one of us to have our own beliefs that we see fit in our lives. We hope that you use the Bible as your guidance on how you set your beliefs, and invite the Lord Jesus Christ into your heart, that he will forgive us and cover our bodies with the blood of his Son that died for our sins. He will forgive us every single time we come to him, and he'll allow us to talk to him any day, any time, for any reason. He's always there. Allow him to change your life today. I hope to see you in church Sunday. If you don't have one, come with us. Aiden Haney, 10 years old today. I'm sorry we missed that.
We just got that in. That just popped in. So
yeah.
Happy birthday. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow, won't we?
23 hours. Man, we missed another. Caitlin Moore's having a birthday. Sorry about that. We're working on some things. Y'all just stick with us. We're getting bigger and better.